Hi, Dennis. We're on our way to Florida to meet with Mr. Trump, but we just wanted to send you a quick message and say congrats on your new show.
Not only do we want to congratulate you on your future endeavors with Newsmax, but we want to take a moment to tell you thank you so much for all your hard work, your efforts, and your commitment to the American people in giving us the truth. That's what we need. We need men like you to give us and expose the truth.
If I know you, this show is going to be about much more than just reporting the news. It's going to be about empowering people to fight for America. We just have 2 questions for you. Number 1, when are you going to have Donald Trump on your show? That's one we don't want to miss.
And number 2, we are waiting patiently to know when you will come out and officially endorse Mr. Donald J. Trump for President of the United States. That's one we're banking on getting from you. So good luck and thank you so much.
Great questions, ladies. First, let me say, Mr. Donald Trump has a standing invitation to be on this show whenever he can find the time in his busy schedule. In fact, I'd give him an entire hour. I would hope that my knowledge of creating jobs as an entrepreneur and my experience with immigration and border security would make for a very interesting interview with the very interesting candidate. And as I noted earlier, you would be a major part of a show with Donald Trump because I would want you to send in your questions and I would even invite you, maybe these 2 ladies, on the show. As for your second question, let me start my answer by telling you that on Friday night of this week, we will be running another special. It's called Can Trump Win? The show takes a deep look at Donald Trump, the man, and Donald Trump, the candidate. It's a show you do not want to miss. Now, as for endorsing Mr. Trump, or any candidate for that matter, I'm not in a position to endorse anyone. Right now, the one thing I can endorse is this show and the impact it will have on the American people. And, if I may, allow me to make a comparison to Mr. Trump. We all know what he has done to change the world of politics. And whether he wins or loses the nomination or the presidency, he has forever changed the game. He has opened the eyes of many people. I want to do the same thing with this show, and I want to do it with you. I want us to turn the media on its head, because much like Congress and the president, the media has stopped serving the people. It doesn't do its job anymore. Surveys show that most Americans no longer trust the media. That will never be the case with Unfiltered. I want to play a clip from another movie I recently made. It's called We Ride to D.C.
In the 40-plus years that I've been in the news business, I have never seen it more biased, more slanted toward the left than it is now.
People like you. They respect you. They think that you're working hard, and they realize that you've faced an enormous amount of trouble and problems, many of them inherited.
Members of the mainstream media are falling over themselves to try to make sure that they paint him in the best possible light so that they don't appear to be racist. I think political correctness is the whole reason behind it. It's really a disgrace. If you had a map or a diagram of all the people who work for the administration who are related to, one way or another, the people running the news organizations today, it's unbelievable.
If John Q. Public is interested in his ability to change the dynamics of the press, he needs to be a more skeptical news consumer. This is an obligation of the American public. They do share some responsibility in how they consume news at being skeptical of what they're reading.
There's a dumbing down in the culture taking place, and it's very frightening. The average person goes home, has dinner, turns on the TV for 15 minutes, gets his news, and goes back to his daily life, and just accepts sometimes what he's getting as 15 minutes of what actually happened today, which is why they don't question the fact that they're not getting IRS updates, because they don't know that there's an IRS scandal going on. But they do know everything about Kim Kardashian. I think America is not only broken, but what more bothers me is that not enough people want to fix it.
How much of that brokenness would you blame on the liberal media not giving a fair shake to real reporting?
How can you have a functioning democracy when the voters don't have access to truth?
In his last State of the Union address, President Barack Hussein Obama claimed that our enemies are not getting stronger. Where was the mainstream media calling him out on that? The truth is, our enemies are gaining incredible momentum and strength. ISIS is not the JV team. They are recruiting new members from all over the world, and they are doing grotesque things to innocent people. And when President Obama is out of office, when he's out there earning $1 million per speech and playing golf every other day, the rest of us will be here picking up the pieces. The American people need to be informed. They need to know that Iran continues to renege on its promises. And there is not a day that passes when China, North Korea, or some other bad actor isn't trying to hack into our computer systems. If you thought 9/11 was bad, if we ever experience a cyber 9/11, and I mean ever, the devastation is beyond explanation. And in the coming weeks, we will dedicate an entire show to such a thing. Tomorrow night, I will be back here again at 9 p.m. and I hope you will join me. I'll be telling you more of the story of how we arrived here. This time, we go deep into how the media ignores the needs of our veterans, how they play the race card, and how they understate the damage done by liberal politicians who have basically run cities like Detroit and Chicago into the ground. We'll talk about guns, the Bundy Ranch, and my brief flirtation with running for office. Until then, I invite you to go to DennisMichaelLynch.com and register your email address so we can keep you informed on upcoming shows. And you can go to NewsmaxTV.com/Unfiltered to leave us comments about the show. And while you're at those two sites, we invite you to like our Facebook pages. We read all of your comments, and our social media pages are a huge part of this show. So until tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I wish you the best. May God bless you and our troops, and may God bless America. Good night.